The last question states that what is the percentage increase in production of company Y from 1996 to 1999? So the question is based on the production of company Y. The question is based on the production of the company Y. The question says, what is the percentage increase in production of Y from 1996 to 1999? So this is the question. So in 1996, if you see, the production of Y is 25. In 1999, if you see, the production of Y is 40. So Y's production in 1996 is 25. Y's production in 1999 is 40. The increase is 15. I will need to calculate the increase percentage. The increase percentage value will be equal to 15 by the base. Base is nothing but 25. 15 by 25 into 100, which is nothing but 60 percentage. Which is nothing but 60 percentage. So the answer for this fifth question is 60 percentage. So like this, depending on different questions, you can just answer based on the basic rules in percentage and ratio proportions. And this is how you will be solving data interpretation questions. Generally for these data interpretation questions, if you go from the answer options, the answer will become much easier and you can solve it in much quicker time also. It will take much less time to solve. So in order to become fast, in order to become quicker with the calculations on data interpretation, you must be quick with calculation on percentage and ratio proportion. So practice more and more problems on percentages so that you will become quicker on this topic. The next question in data interpretation is based on line chart or line graph. So if you see this question, they have told the income and expenditure of company in crores. They have represented the income and expenditure of company in crores. So there the straight lines represent, the darker the straight lines represented the income, and the dotted lines, these lines represent the expenditure of the company over few years. So over the years from 1985 to 1991, which is for 7 years they gave the data of, for 7 years they gave the data about the income and expenditure. So if I look at the, first I look at only the incomes, So incomes are given for the year 1985, 1986, so I will write it a bit above so that so 1985, 1986, 1987, 1988, 1989, 1990, 1991. So they are given the income and expenditure of 7 years, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So for the 7 years, the chart, the line chart gives the income and expenditure of 7 years, 1985 to 1991. In the year 1985, first I look at the incomes alone. The incomes are 25, 30, 20, 25, 30, 20. I will be representing it on the board. So after 20, in 88 it is 35, 25, 17, 35, 25. This is somewhere near 17.5, but I do not know what is the exact value here. Here I can approximate it to 17.5. Then it is in 1991 it is close to 34. It is close to 34. So the problem with this line chart, is that we cannot say the exact values. Because here the dot is not given exactly at 35. It is somewhat above 35. So the exact values will not be given. However, in your exams the scenario will not be the same. So in your exams the exact value will be written above the dots. The exact values will be written above the dots so that the calculation will become easier for you. Now we look at the expenses. In 1985 expenses was 20 followed by 35. 20, 35, 25. 20, 35, 25. Again the expenses were somewhere in between, close to 28, then 20, 10. So 28, 20, 10 followed by 20 again. In the year 91 it is 20 again. So this way I will be representing the chart in a table so that the calculations will become easier for me, so that I will represent the chart in the form of this table. Now based on this table or based on this chart there are few questions asked. First question, in which of the following years the difference between income and expenditure was maximum? The first question, in which year the difference between income and expense was maximum? So they didn't say expenditure minus income or income minus expenditure. They said that in which year the difference between income and expenses is maximum. Which means some cases income may be more, some cases expense may be more. It doesn't matter. We just have to see the difference. The difference should be maximum. Here if I see the difference, 25 and 20, income minus expenditure, I will get the difference as 5. Here I will get the difference as 30 and 35 minus 5. 20 minus 25 I will get minus 5. 35 minus 28 I will get 7. 25 minus 20 I will get 5. 17.5 minus 10 I will get 7.5. 34 minus 20 I will get 14. So these are the differences I get. For income minus expenditure. If you see the absolute value, that is 5, 5, 5, 7, 5, 7.5, 14. I can say that using this I can say that 14 is the highest difference. The highest difference is 14, which is for the year 1991. So the answer for the first question will be 1991. The answer for the first question will be 1991. Now we will go to the second question. The second question states that the income in 1987 was equal to expenditure of which year? The income of 1987 is equal to the expenditure of which of the following years? Options given are 1985, 1990, 1985, 89 and 91, 1988 and 89, none of these. So they say that the income of 87, that is 20, is same as the expense of which all years? Is same as the expense of 85, 89 and 91. Is same as the expense of 85, 89 and 91. So the expense of 3 years, which is your option C given here. So the question here is the income of 1987, the income of 1987 is same as the expense of which of the following years? So here I can say that 1987's income is 20. So at which all places the expenses are 20? At 85, 89 and 91. So the answer is 1985, 1989 and 1991. So this will be the answer for second question. For the second question the answer will be 85, 89 and 91. Now we will move to the third question, question number 3. The third question is, what is the approximate percentage drop in expense? Approximate percentage drop in expense from 88 to 89. From 88 to 89. So this is a question given. The question is, what is the percentage drop? What is the approximate percentage drop in expense from 88 to 1989? 1988 to 1989. So here I can say that in 1988 the expense was 28, in 89 the expense is 20. So there is a drop of 8. There is a drop of 8. So 28 to 20, there is a drop of 8. So this 8 is how much percentage of 28? That is what I will need to find. So percentage drop will be 8 by 28, the base value into 100, which is nothing but 28.56 percentage. 28.56 percentage will be the answer. What is the approximate percentage drop in expenditure from 1988 to 1989? The answer will be 8 by 28 into 100. Fourth table I can divide this 2 times, fourth table 7 times. 2 by 7 into 100, which is 200 divided by 7, 28.56 will be the answer here. Now we look at the next question. In how many of the given years the expenditure was more than the income? In how many of the given years expenditure was more than the income? In how many of the given years the expenditure was more than the income? In how many of the given years the expenditure was more than the income? This is a question given. Now here expense is less than the income. Expense should be more than the income, means the difference should be negative, right? So here I can say here the expense is more than the income, here the expense is more than the income. At all the other places the expense is less than the income. So in 2 years the answer is 2 years, because in the year 1986 and 87 the expenditure is more than the income. In all the other 5 years the expenditure is definitely less than the income. So I can say that the answer is 2. In how many of the given years the expense was more than the income, means the answer here is 2 years, 2 times. So that is all the questions given. There is one last question that we missed. What was the percentage increase in income from 87 to 88? What was the percentage increase in income from 87 to 88? What was the percentage increase in income from 87 to 88? So this is the question. In the year 1987 the income was 20. In 1988 the income was 35. So the increase is 15. I need to represent this 15 as percentage. So 15 as a percentage value of the base value, which is 20. So I can say 15 by 20 into 100, which is nothing but 75 percentage, because 20 one time, 100 5 times. So 17 5s are 75 percentage will be the answer for this question. If you see a bar chart or a line chart, whatever the chart may be, if you are representing it as a table, the calculation will become easier for you. Reason is because when you represent as table, you don't have to search for the values again. So the values are already represented and you can just pick the values and answer them. The next question here is based on pie chart. By pie chart it means that there will be a circle, and the parts of the circle that is are represented as pie, chart. So if you see here, the question given is the pie chart given below shows the expenditure incurred in bringing out a book. So while printing a book, what are the expenses that are made? So that is what given in the pie chart. So they say that 36% is spent on printing. 36% of the amount is spent on printing. 16% is spent on the paper. 8% is spent on miscellaneous expenses. 10% is spent on royalty. 18% on canvassing, and on binding it cost 12%, and 12% on binding. Now based on this data, there will be some questions asked. In some cases what will happen is that they will tell the total expense incurred in publishing the book. So that based on this percentage values, we will have to calculate each and every expense. However, here the total expense is not given, only the percentage expenses are given. Now based on this, we will try to calculate the questions given below. The first question, if you see, the first question says that, the first question asks for the angle shown at the cost of the paper. Angle showing the cost of paper, which means, so here I can say that the paper cost is 16%. But I have to represent the 16% as angle. So what will be the angle at this place? That is what I will be needing to find out. So here I can say that so it is given something like this. I will have to find the angle for paper. The question states that what is the angle showing the cost of paper? What is the central angle? Showing the cost of paper? What is the central angle showing the cost of the paper? This is a question given. Now the angle showing cost of paper, I can say that the total angle in this circle will be 360 degree. In this 360 degree, 16% is paper. So my required answer will be equal to 16% of 360 degree. I already know that A percentage of B, the formula is A into B by 100. In this case it is 16 into 360 divided by 100. 16 into 360 divided by 100. I can say that 0 will get cancelled. So 10 I will just keep as it is. So 16 into 36 divided by 10. 16 into 36 divided by 10. 36 into 6 I can say it as 2 and 6, 21 carry. 36 into 1 is 36, 36 plus 21 will be 57, so 576 divided by 10, which is nothing but 57.6 degree. The answer for this question should be 57.6 degree, which is your option D given in the question. Now we look at the second question. The second question states that if the cost of printing is 23,400 rupees, find the royalty. If the printing cost is 23,400, if the printing cost is rupees 23,400, find the royalty. If the printing cost is rupees 23,400, find the royalty. So now I know the printing cost is 36%. So they say that 36% is same as 23,400. 36% is same as 23,400. Now I need to find the value of royalty. Royalty is nothing but 10%. So I need to find the value of 10%. 10% will be equal to 23,400 divide by 36 into 10. Divide by 36 into 10. Now 36 18th table 2 times, this 18th table 1 time 18, 3 times 54, 0 0. So 1300 divided by 2 will be 650 into 10, which is 6,500 rupees. So the answer for the second question will be rupees 6,500, which is your first option given in the answer. Now we look at the third question. The third question states that if the miscellaneous expenditure is rupees 18,000, then find the expenditure on canvassing. So if miscellaneous expense is 18,000, find canvassing expense. So instead of printing cost here, they gave the miscellaneous expense. If the miscellaneous expense is rupees 18,000, find the, if the miscellaneous expense is rupees 18,000, find the canvassing expense. Find the canvassing expense. You see, the miscellaneous expense is 8%, canvassing expense is 18%. So I can say that 8%, that is a miscellaneous expense, 8% value is given as 18,000. Then I need to find the value of 18%. 18% will be 18,000 divided by 8 into 18. Divided by 8 into 18. So 8th table I can divide second table 9 times, second table 4 times, 4th table 1 time, 4th table 4 5 0 0, 4,500 times. So my answer will be 4,500 into 9, which is 41,500 rupees. So the answer for this question will be rupees 41,500. Answer for this question will be it is 40,500. The answer will be rupees 40,500. So 4,500 into 9 will be 40,500. The next question is royalty on the book. Royalty on the book is less than the canvassing expense by dash percentage. Royalty is less than the canvassing by dash percentage. Royalty is less than the canvassing. Royalty is less than canvassing by dash percentage. Your options given are 8%, 80%, 44.44%, 46%, and none of these. Now I can say that the royalty is 10%, the canvassing is 18%. Now canvassing to royalty there is a difference of 8%, but I should not answer it as 8%. Reason is 8% is the absolute difference. I will need to find the percentage difference, that is 8 out of 18 is less. So 8 by 18 into 100, which is nothing but 44.44% I will be getting. I will be getting the answer as 44.44%, because second table 9 times, second table 4 times, 400 divided by 9 is nothing but 44.44. So the answer for this question will be 44.44%. Now we will go to the last question. If 5,500 copies are published and miscellaneous expenditures amounts to rupees 36,960 and the marked price is 40% above the cost price, then find the cost price, find the marked price of each copy, then find the marked price of each copy. So the question is a bit complex. I think it should have more of calculations. The question states that 5,500 copies are published. 5,500 copies of the book are published. So if 5,500 copies are published, if 5,500 copies are published and miscellaneous expenditures amounts to rupees 36,960 rupees. The miscellaneous expenses amounts to rupees 36,960 rupees. The marked price the marked price is 40% above cost price. The marked price is 40% above the cost price. Then find the marked price of each copy. Find the marked price of each copy. Now I know that for all the 5500 copies, there are 5500 copies. Now the miscellaneous expense is nothing but 8%. So 8% of this, 8% of total CP, total cost price is given as 36,960. Then what will be your value of CP? What will be the cost price of all the 5500 books together? It will be 36,960 divided by 8 into 100, because 8% of CP is 8 into CP by 100. When I bring 108 to the other side, it will become 36,960 into 100 by 8. So 8th table I can divide 1 time, 4 times 32, remaining 49, 8 times 48, 16, 4820 into 100, which is 482,000. So the total cost price I have found it as rupees 4,82,000. I have found the total cost price as rupees 4,82,000. Total cost price I have found as rupees 4,82,000. Now I will need to find the cost price of one book. I will need to find the cost price of one book. Later I can find the cost price of, later I can find the marked price of one book. Now I can first find the marked price of all the books together, or I can find the cost price of one book. So I will find the total marked price. Total marked price is 40% more than this, which is 4,82,000 plus 40% of 4,82,000. So 10% of 4,82,000 will be 48,200. 40% will be 4 times of 48,200. So it will be 4,82,000 plus 4 times of 48,200, which is nothing but 4,82,000 plus 48,200 into 4. 48,200 into 4 will be 192,800. 1,92,800. So 0, 0, 8, 2 plus 2 is 4, 9 plus 8 is 17, 4, 5, 6. So this will be 6,74,800. The total marked price will be 6,74,800. So this is the total marked price, or marked price of 5,500 books. This is the marked price of 5,500 books. Now I will need to find the marked price of one book. The marked price of one book. So marked price of one book will be equal to 6,74,800 divided by 5,500. Divided by 5,500. 0, 0, 0, 0 I will cancel. Again I will have to divide this 6748 by 5. So 5th table 11 times, 5th table 1 time 5, 3 times 15, 24, 4 times 20, 48, 9.6 times. Again 1349.6 divided by 11, 1349.6 divided by 11, I will be getting it as 13, 1 time 11 remaining 24, 2 times 22 remaining 29, 2 times 22 remaining 76.69, approximately 122.7 I will be getting the answer. I will be getting the approximate answer as 122 to 122.7 approximately I will be getting the answer. Here the options given are 122.5, 117.6, 126.4, 92.4. So I can approximate this to 122.5 and write the answer as 122.5 rupees.